Hey y'all, what's going on? Hope you're all doing well and staying creative. It's starting to feel a lot like fall here in Middle Tennessee, so that's great. That's my favorite time of the year. I've got a quick little video, at least I hope it'll be fairly quick, on just how to customize your Pro Tools session. Believe it or not, I get a lot of emails on this topic because on my templates, I have my text on my Pro Tools sessions in yellow, and a lot of people like that and they want to know how to do it. And I guess if you've been in Pro Tools a while, you already know these things, but sometimes you just don't know where to look for them. And we would think that they would be under, our display, but in fact, they are not. They're not even in any of those tabs up at the top. What you have to do is just have some tracks set up. These are all just empty tracks that I'm just doing for demonstration purposes. And you'll just double click on those like you would go to change the color here. But you've got this little drop down arrow for this UI customization. So we'll go ahead and expand that out. And here's where you've got all your cool options. Now, just real quick, this is obviously where you can go and change the selected track here. You can, change that to any color you like. And this tab where we've got general, I'm going to open that up. And the first thing that you see there is text line color. So that's where I've got this in yellow. And keep in mind that if you want to get back to your default settings, all you do is hit the reset button on there once you've moved it. So like this is at its default. If I went up to move that, now I've got a reset button. So there are some pretty cool options here. Now, if you happen to have like a certain type of blue or something that you just really like, you can kind of customize those, and I'll show you what I mean in just a second. But let's go through a couple of these. So we've got a gray, and of course, it's basically the same as the default here. We've got red, and I've got these adjusted a little bit, so it's kind of coming through just a little bit hazy. But you can select the brightness on that. You can select the saturation. So we took all of our color away. We can sort of bring that back in, blend it back in. That's sort of a peach color. So like I was saying, if there's a certain tone of a color that you like, it's your favorite color, you can customize these to kind of get that color out of there by just moving these parameters here. And we'll go through all of them. There's blue. That's really cool. And again, you can set that to be a darker blue. We're getting back into the kind of that Carolina blue. I like those colors. That's a different shade. So yeah, as you can see, you can really customize these. Okay, green. So let's maybe saturate that out a little bit more. Go a darker green. Yeah, so that's really green there. That's kind of a cool color. But just keep in mind, because you're probably going to have some different colors for your tracks here to organize those. So you kind of see what you can see the best. I know you could spend hours doing these things, especially if you haven't been used to them before. And of course there's yellow. I like yellow. Orange is kind of cool. Can't really see it too well down here on the faders though, but you might be able to play around with some of the brightness here. Maybe just get like a tint of orange. Getting into fall, Halloween, that's fun. I like doing these things just because it doesn't make everything seem so blah and like it's work. Makes it still fun to customize these things. That's a cool, purple's really cool. I have used purple before. I've used this aqua color. I think I've used the blue, but then sort of kind of customized it out with the saturation and the brightness. Yeah, like that. So that's how you do all of the text coloring. And there's a lot of other things you can do here. So background color is going to be this area. I'll even show you here. Yeah. And then we can back off on that. You've got your brightness, which also changes the color a little bit, saturation. So, we can pull that back. That's cool. And then we can do our toolbar up here at the top. So that's kind of neat. And then this high contrast, I'll pull this up. So you see where your track names are, how they're highlighted here. So if I take this off, then we just go back to the standard white when you have it selected, or if you shift, or if you hold command. If you select the high contrast UI button here, then it kind of flips them, right? So the ones that are selected now are in black. And the cool thing about this is that now you've got the text color in there. So if we go back to, let's say, of course our orange is looking like yellow now. So if I went back to my yellow, with this high contrast UI selected, then these are going to, they're highlighted or selected track. The name text of that is going to be the text color that you have. So if we take that away, then it just goes back to the standard. But that's kind of cool. And then, you've got a ton of things down here, right? So the tracks, we can play around with those a little bit. See, they're a little bit darker there. So let's bump up the saturation. So you can maybe get your text colors to pop a little bit more, like that. That one works well with it. Aqua, that looks pretty cool. So those are showing up really neat, right? So if you darken your tracks out a little bit more, let's see, there you can go darker. So it's just really kind of cool. That's, all grayed out. I know some people like to have just the color of the tracks down here on those tabs. I like to have a little color. And then you've got, folder tracks. I don't use folders. Just old school Pro Tools. I don't group them like that. If I need to send anything through, I'll just make an aux as my group track, or close those out. I like to have all my tracks up though. Your timeline here. So see, this is where you would have your tracks. So if you can actually, your clips. So your waveform here, you could actually, if you had some audio on there, then you could make that a certain color, and then you can have the background a color, and just all kinds of different things here. Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of different things. Your marker lines, you can change colors on there, brighten it up, dim it. Your automation, you can customize those. Just all kinds of things. And really, the question was how to get the text to yellow. And so I just wanted to show y'all how to do that real quick. And yeah, I mean, that's how I like to do it. Yellow is what I like. Of course, you can customize this to your heart's content. And it just makes it, a little bit more fun to work with if you're doing this a whole lot. And I don't know, maybe change it up visually a little bit. Helps me stay creative, and helps it become a little bit more enjoyable sometimes. But yeah, so let me know. Is this something that y'all already know how to do? Is this something that you're super excited to try now? Let me know just who all is here. If you are new to this, then go ahead and leave me the knob emoji. And if this is something that you are already up to speed on, hit me up with a lightning bolt, just so I can know who all is here, who all is watching. And if you've got any other requests for a certain video on how to do something, I work in Pro Tools, Luna. I do work in Studio One a little bit. Anyways, thank y'all for checking out this video. If it was something that you found enjoyable, go ahead, give me a thumbs up. And if you'd like to see more videos just like this one, hit the subscribe. That way, you'll be able to see more videos like this, more suggestions of this type of video, and you'll know each time that I release a new one. All right, y'all, thanks so much for checking this video out, and I'll see you in the next one.